Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Kai and welcome back to Brokerock, Season 5, and this is episode number 9. So, welcome back. It has been, well, almost a fortnight since my last post. I took a week off from recording to recharge the batteries, and yeah, what an eventful week we've had since I've come back. So let's have a quick look around the base and see the changes that have happened. We have, in our castle, we have set up most of our floors now. The upper floors, towers have all been mostly completed. Obviously this is still the only way up here, but we'll fix that at a later date. We've got these battlements in place now. We have the lower floor, which is actually the roof of the building of the room below. We have got that all set up. And apart from that, we still have not got any roofs on these towers, but that is on the cards. One thing that did happen when I came back is, if anyone remembers the last time I was recording, my deaths were around about 24. And yeah, this is what happens when you take a week off and think you can hit the game as hard as you used to. I've almost doubled my deaths in one single day within the space of 2 hours. So I did lose all of my gear. This is some random backup gear that I am carrying about, apart from my sword, which managed to survive the 2 deaths in lava and 18 deaths all over the server. So the first thing I think we need to do is start getting ourselves stacked. So I spoke nicely to old guy from his absolutely amazing shop, and I have got myself a fully enchanted set of armour. So before we go down and have a look at that, I'm going to jump over to the gold farm really quickly, because we're going to need quite a lot of gold, because the first time this season I think it's time we went for netherite. I have been doing lots and lots of mining in the nether, and I think I should have enough. So what we'll do is we'll grab some gold from here, which is still working absolutely amazing and looks great for this glass. And I'll bring you back over at the item sorter, because we've got some farms down there to have a look at as well. So we are back, and I almost died to phantoms. That's how long I've been down here in the sewers, building down here. There has been a couple of changes. We have made something in there which we'll look at in a minute. We have got the floors in place in the far away room now. I've finally got a plan of attack for that. And I can hear a big slime jumping, but I have no idea where it is. If we head into here, still trying to work out where that slime is, I can hear it. If we pop into here, we have the armor set, which has been, apart from this spade which I'm carrying, the armor set which graciously bought from old guy, and it's exactly the way I want it. However, it is missing netherite. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to need 9 netherite ingots, and we currently have around about 59 ancient netherite scraps, which I think's enough. My memory when it comes to this isn't very good, but I already have 5, so if we're going to smelt off the rest of this ancient debris, we'll just use our smelter over here. We should have enough lava. I need to work out where these slimes are. We've still got obviously these tunnels to finish. We have got a big project coming up, that's the wrong side, within the next couple of days. I have got a couple of huge farms that are going to be built. Because I'm going to be honest, I'm done with dying. I want to try and make myself as much as possible immortal. So we're going to need, there's a couple of farms we're going to need to do that. And I already have the locations, oh that's already full, of all of those set up. As you can see from my inventory, we have got ourselves a couple of totems of undying, which I have claimed myself a pillager outpost. So one of the farms we're going to be building is going to be a raid farm, which will obviously be really helpful, and that's, oh, I'll push this side. Is it gonna go? Yep. All the way around. Thank you. Right, so all we need to do now is wait while we do that. So we are going to be mass producing these totems, but hopefully by the next episode I'll have some footage of that build to show you once it's done. The other farms I'm looking to make is a wood farm, because I like wood farms, and I have, to be honest, I've been playing about in one of the back rooms over there. I've got a Honeybee experimenting room, and I've tried 4 or 5 different wood farm designs, mostly of the smaller tier ones, and I don't like them. So we're going to go big. I have a design by Silent Whisper, which he showcased over a year ago, which still works. So I have got the materials. Oh, there's still stone in here. Ah. Okay, so we have Silence Farm, showcased farm. Oh, so it is in there somewhere. We'll have to wait for the stone to melt. We are in the process of working on the materials for that. There's a couple of things that I was wanting to build it this week, but I am a couple of materials short. So because of that, we'll have to wait a little bit. Oh, come here! Should have just broke the oh, that's the way again. How much cobblestone has this thing got in it? I don't even know who's smelting cobblestone. Don't think it was me. Okay, so we'll come back to this. So the other farm is one to get these, because we need to get ourselves shulker boxes, and this will be a collab build. I obviously have got the experience of building shulker box farms like I did on the fan server. So that is also on the cards. I have a location for that also claimed, so that'll be done again within the next couple of weeks. I know Christmas is coming up, so we don't want to be harassing BrokeRockers left, right and centre. This thing doesn't exist, don't look at that. I'll talk more about it in a minute. So this is my testing room, which I have got set up. If you remember, this was where I was going to put a mob farm, and it would work perfectly for a mob farm. However, standing here looking up, this is absolutely the perfect location for a tree farm. So this is where we're going to build that, and hopefully by the end of this episode I'll be able to cut these into that, because I've got some material still to gather. I'm missing quite a lot of redstone and missing a lot of glass. Everything else I've got. If I can get that material together before I've got to post the episode, I'll just add the wee clip on the end. But yeah, this room is perfect for that, and we'll be able to get the cube maker and probably in this wall here or this wall, and it'll be absolutely awesome. However, for a tree farm, we all know what you need for a tree farm. I have got a little cheaty bone meal farm. It is only temporary, but I did need some bone meal, so it is there. It's not going to kill the server. It's just a wee thing, and it says it's not very fast. I could have made this thing the entire chunk, because the chunk starts there and goes to about here, but I didn't. I've let just a wee small bone meal farm. So let's get ourselves stacked. This should be finished by now. It's pretty fast. Oh, it's not. But I'm quite concerned that we're not going to get this done. Oh. Okay, right, okay, so I'm going to have to wait for this cobblestone to come through, and then I'll bring you back and we'll hop over the other side. So welcome back. That took a lot longer than expected, and it took me so long I even planned a new segment for this section, which we'll have a look at in a second. So the reason we're here, let's grab this 37 netherite scrap, chuck it into a crafting table and make an additional 14 netherite ingots. Very, very nice. So, before we go and use this and rename all this gear and make myself very, very overpowered, let's hop into this new little section to the base, which is my brand new task wall. So basically, plan to become immortal, which is what the plan is for this season. So we're going to need lots of totems from a raid farm, which will jump into a raid shop, which I've forgotten to put a thing on. We'll have diamonds, which comes from a shulker shop, which will require a shulker farm. We'll have diamonds from a wood shop, which will require a wood farm, which we already talked about. OP gear, which we're going to get from buy it from Old Guy, which we have already over there. And netherite, which we have, so at least we're going to be able to complete one of the tasks today. Turning this way. Plans for the base. We have got to finish the castle, including the roof and interiors. Terraform all the terrain around about the castle and potentially put walls around. We need some more houses around the village, including a blacksmith's hut, or like a sawmill, a windmill type thing, or like a guard tower, or like lots of things. I've got most of the designs done already in my creative world for these. So these will be happening as well within the next couple of weeks. Probably just after Christmas, because these will be the priority to start off with. So we don't have a smithing table over here to my knowledge. I'm just have a quick look. Job blocks. I did have a box for job blocks. I just can't remember what I've done with it. Is it on this side? Because I think I've got a smithing table. Yes, of course I have. Right, so start off with, let's just quickly chuck all of this in here. Empty our inventory as much as we physically can. Don't need that. We'll keep that, we'll put the smithing table down, we're far enough away from the villagers. There we go, and we'll just quickly grab ourselves a shulker box, which we don't actually have. Okay, right, so we'll use an empty box. That one. And we'll just toss all of this stuff away into there. And our wings off. And the other thing we're going to need is anvils, which we have already got here. So let's quickly jump through and get all of this gear named, hopefully I've got our levels, and sorted. Yes, I realise I've just been stupid. I should be putting them in the smithing table first. One of these days, chat. One of these days. There we are. Helmet. I have no idea why I made that mistake. I was sitting looking at it there thinking something's not right here. And we're out of levels, which is fine, because we'll jump over to the gold farm and I'll bring you back. Right, and we are back. Let's try this again, shall we? This should be Kai's boots. And then this is extra, throw this in here. We only have to rename the sword, the axe, the other pickaxe, 2 pickaxes and a shovel. I've just realised I threw them all in there and we actually need them. And we'll do that. We'll just equip this armour. We're not going to show it yet, but we'll just equip it. 1, 2. Armour of Champions. The chances are I'm not going to have enough levels. Oh, it's too expensive to rename it. That's a shame. I know old guy made it, so it is very nice of him. Is this Silk Touch? If you have any suggestions for names for my tools, please do let me know. I am more than happy to. Oh, we're glitching, look, it's not let me name it. Ah, I've no levels. It's fine, at least we have it. There we go. So we have ourselves full netherite armor and full enchanted gear now. So now we have almost secured ourselves with the help of these totems of undying. This will be my backup armor, which I'll put into a backup shulker box. Along with elytra, we are now pretty much geared and ready to get back into the grind. And that is our time for the episode. In the next episode, tree farm done, shulker farm started, raid farm reveal. My name is Kai, this is BrokeRock. If you haven't already, please hit that follow button and leave any comments. I'll message back to each and every single person that does. And please do check out all the other BrokeRockers, they're all absolutely amazing. My name is Kai, good night.